Okay. Sorry, the last one, the video was getting too long and it was going to be, it still may be really hard to upload because it was kind of long. So here we go. So this is the problem that we had. We had, if the area of a circle is 16 square meters, what is its radius in meters? So this is how it is set up. And so we're going to figure out what r squared is. So we're going to divide both sides by pi. We wind up with r squared is equal to 16 over pi. Okay, and then we're going to take the square root of both sides. Let's go all the way down. So here we have r is equal to, the square root of 16 is 4, and this is the square root of pi. Okay, I lost my place. Yeah, you can do that, but you know, you can't leave the square root in the denominator, so we have to multiply square root of pi. Oops, square root of pi. So we wind up with 4 times the square root of pi over pi. And that is actually the answer of C. All right. Turn the page and you're going to see something that looks like that. Okay. And the figure below, we did have problems exactly like this. In the figure below, the circle with a center O is inscribed inside square ABCD as shown. If a side of the square measures 8 units, what is the area of the shaded region? Okay, so first we're going to figure out the area of the square. And it tells you that the area of the square, here's our little square, tells you the side is 8. Okay, so square, they're both 8. So that means the area of the square is just 8 times 8. So the area of the square is, area of the square is 64. What's the units? Oh, just square units. Units squared. Okay. Now we've got to figure out the circle, like that. So to figure out the area of this circle, it is pi r squared. Now we are going to be able to figure out the radius on this one though, because half of this is the radius, so that's 4, right? So this part is 4. So we're just going to plug in a 4 here. So we wind up with 16 pi is the area of the circle. So if you look at our choices here, on the bottom we have 64 minus 16 pi is selection H. So that's our answer. All right, at the bottom of this page you've got inscribed angles and central angles. And if you will recall, the central angle that you see there is going to be the same as the arc measure. So the central angle starts from the center point, goes out here. If this is 40 degrees, this one's going to be 40 degrees. Okay? An inscribed angle will go all the way to the other side, but touch maybe at both points. So this one is going to be half of that. So it'll be 20. Okay? You can see those options down there at the bottom. Okay? Turn the page. Alrighty. Okay, the problem says, I'll show you what we're looking at. We're looking at this one. The problem says, if the radius of circle A is 12, what is the length of the bolded portion of the circle? And it tells you that that part is 30. Okay, and this is an inscribed angle. All right, so it tells us this whole thing is 12 all the way around. Oh no, it says the radius. Sorry, the radius here, that is 12. Okay, and then it tells us this inscribed angle, like that, is 30. So what does that tell us about this portion right here? It tells you that this part is 60, right? And we're going to need to figure out what part of the whole circle is this. Okay, so it's 60 degrees. The whole circle is 360. So that means this is 1/6 of the entire circle. Okay, the circumference of this circle, can we figure that out? Yeah, we can, because we have the radius, right? The circumference of the circle is, the formula for that is pi times the diameter, or 2 pi r. we're going with that one because we have radius. So 2 pi, and the radius is 12, so it'll be 24 pi is the circumference. Okay, now this little section is 1/6 of this. So we're basically going to divide that by 6. So that gives us 4 pi is going to be the length of this section right here. Okay. The next problem on this page, it says a circle with center O has a radius r. What is the area of a circle with a radius 3 times larger? So it's not just necessarily a matter of multiplying it by 3. Let's take a look and see what we have. All right, it says it has a radius of r. So it's pi r squared. Yeah, is what that is. Now, you're looking for something that's 3 times larger than this. But this is the area. So in place of the r, we're going to put 3r. But when you square this, what happens to the 3? It becomes a 9. So it's 9r squared. Pi times 9r squared. I wrote it differently, but it's answer E. Okay?